All right, welcome to the franchise time machine. I was uh I was trying to get ready to stream, and at the same time I was half listening to Ezra and watching what he was still doing. And then as soon as Fox Hill chimed in, I was like, yeah, it's time to start. Tongmado, great seeing you in the chat. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. We've been having fun, but it's great having you back. So I apologize. Twitch will not let me update the title of my stream. When it does this, it will also not let me raid. It will not let me pin messages. But I'm hoping that I made my alt a moderator a long time ago because of this. So I think I can do all of it between my two devices and through my alt account. I think I can moderate my way to all the things we need to do. Um, yes, that the Dylan Christmas was not even the weirdest part of the stream. That is true. Um, we're building on a test we did last night. So I'm testing out a new game. The game is called Studs and Duds, and I want to see if a team of all scrubs from the player generation engine can be saved by 4 or 5 legend level players. It's kind of inspired by cap tournaments where you have lots of good players, but then lots of 40 iron players to keep your cap number down. Um, and so I just thought it'd be a fun, almost an experiment, but I do think it's a game because there are lots of different ways you can assign those 4 or 5 players, right? You can go all pitching staff. You can just have 5 stud starting pitchers and see if they can carry that team, to maybe a winning record. I don't know what the goal will be. I think the goal is I want to find the right number of legend level players where you have a fighting chance of finishing at 500. Because then if things go well or you do pick especially well, maybe you can make the playoffs. So I'm shooting for like a test that ends up with around 81 wins. I'm going to start with 4. I kind of want to start with 5, but the reason I want to start with 4 is because you could do themes. You can go like up the middle, catcher, shortstop, second base, center field, or you can go, uh, you know, 4 starting pitchers, or you can go, uh, what's a very typical creator roster start, which is up the middle and a starting pitcher, right? But based on what we did yesterday, our test last night was we did all scrubs. And all scrubs, I mean, for those of you who weren't here last night, how many games in a 162 game season do you think a team of all scrubs could win? If you were here last night, please don't answer. But if Ezra, thank you for the raid and for the stream. That was one of the most entertaining. I'll say entertaining. OOTP After Darks I've seen in a long time. The seventh inning stretch at the end. I'm kind of glad the seventh inning stretch came at the end because it was so odd. It would have, I think, derailed the game. Uh, One of the things I like about the seventh inning stretches that Ezra does is they're usually somewhat historic and somewhat baseball related. So it kind of maintains that the feel of watching a game from the era and this team that we've been following for now more than a season. And I think tonight's seventh inning stretch would have broken that feeling and would have been hard to get back into the game afterwards. Ezra, I can't read that without hearing it in that song, in that melody. Oh man. Please never type that again. um so to so tonight we're testing out a new game. It's called Studs and Duds. It's based on the creator roster format, but you only get 4 legends and then all scrubs. Oh, hey, Barry Basher. Yeah, thank you for at least for popping in and saying hello. Definitely understand the way work schedules are. I have a day job too. Fortunately, I'm my own boss, so I assign myself naps during the day to recover from streaming. But Barry Basher is going to be playing one of our games during the break. So once he has some time and can stay up later, he is going to play a game. Or Barry Basher, I can always also fit you in on a Friday. I do Fridays at 4 p.m. Pacific time now too. It's a little bit more rushed because I don't want to delay raiding into the Nolan network. But keep that in mind too. We can always do a Friday afternoon. So yeah, so the idea is, can a handful of legend level players save a team of scrubs? And that's also kind of why for the title page I chose a picture of the Bad News Bears. Because really, it's Kelly Leak and Amanda Wurlitzer carrying this team of basically scrubs. Uh, and so that's kind of the idea is, and it may not be four. Right? The first question is like, how many does it need to be? We've seen in creator roster how good legend level players are, right? When we're playing low ball, four was too many because it made the teams too good. But they also had star, good, and average, and other players. Um, I'm not sure if four is enough, but I thought it would be good to kind of start there. Um, I think that when I was mentioning this, I think before the raid, I'm targeting a test that ends up with around 81 wins. If a team can finish at 500 in the test, I think as people come up with better ways to assign those players and it gets some good dice rolls in the player generation and some good RNG, then they can maybe even make the playoffs. And I think that's the goal for this game is, can you get this team into the playoffs? Um, so if four is too low, tomorrow in the afternoon stream, I'll try it with five. And if that's still too low, then tomorrow night we'll try it with six. And the whole time we'll have pack giveaway, guessing how this team does. So let me get that form up now so that for people who have to go, and Barry Basher, I apologize. I don't think I'll have the form ready to go before you have to split. But I'll keep in touch with you in Discord in case you want to do a Friday. But over the holidays is perfect too. Yeah, Kakisana, I don't know if this ratio is enough. It might be too low. But that's for everybody to guess. I think it's a good starting point for people to guess. We're kind of all in the same boat here, not sure how it's gonna go. So I think the form to use will be maybe a major league farm team form. Let me copy one of those and see how that works out. Episode. So it's actually episode 192. Twitch will not let me update the title. Um, every once in a while throughout the stream, I'm going to try to redeem some drops or claim some drops. That usually lets me know if it's been fixed or not. It eventually fixes itself. Oh, it's fixed. All right, so I should be able to update the title now. It spontaneously stops working and it spontaneously starts working again. Oh, the rest of Twitch didn't get the message. It's not letting me update. It did let me redeem a. It did let me claim a drop. Usually that's the sign that it's good to go. Let me try reloading this window. Ah! The stream title should be updated. If someone could let me know if that worked, I would appreciate it. All right, we'll call this episode 192 Studs and Duds, test number one. Okay, I'll put that in the screen and keep in mind I still have to edit it, so it will still have some old text in it from the original form, which was Smiley Face Jane playing Major League Farm Team. If you haven't seen us play Major League Farm Team before, that's when you pick a team and you choose any other team in the majors from that season to become your farm team. And you can take any six of their players and send down any six of your players. And I think this way to do that is to be strategic. Whichever team you take, you probably want to pick a farm team that's maybe the division leader in your division and strip them for parts, or maybe the pennant winner in your league, right? So that you're strengthening yourself while you're weakening your opposition. But that's a different game. Okay, if you're still doing some perfect drops, Barry Basher, I might have this form done in time for you to submit one before you have to split. All right, tonight we are testing a new game where well, you know what, we'll replace who's the team I don't like, the New York Yankees. The 2023 New York Yankees with 26 created players. 4 will be legend level. The other 22 will be scrub level. Last night we did a test of all scrub players, and that team was projected to win 5 games and ended up winning 11 games thanks to the brilliant micromanaging of Franchise Time Machine. Okay. Usual closest answer wins. We're not using Price is Right rules, so you can be over and still get that question correct. Um, Normalization will not be on because we're using 2023. Oh, you know what? No, we can leave it on. Yeah, no, we are going to turn it off. In the 2023 run environment with normalization slash modifiers turned off. Okay, as always, your OTP login ID is going to be case sensitive, so we can give you your packs. OTP developers will put those into your account. Foxhole did just saw the results from last night. Yeah, they were amazing. We won, I think, the third game of the season, and so I had high hopes. But then we went on some tremendous losing streak. We almost finished the month of, I think it was July, without winning a game, and we won the last game of the month. All right. We are not starting with will this team make the playoffs? Will this team finish last in its division? Oh no, let's start with the worst. Will this team finish last? Uh, let's just say with the fewest wins in the major leagues. Yes or no? Then will this team finish with the fewest wins in the American League? Yes or no? And then will this team finish with the fewest wins in the American League East or in the division? Okay. Uh, I guess we do need to ask. Okay, we'll move this question. We're getting progressively better, right, with the questions. Last in the majors, last in the American League, last in the division. Let's put a question before this. Will this team have a 500 or better win percentage? Saki Santa, I'm looking at you. Yes means this team is going to be above 500. I changed the wording around on one of the questions last night. It was a low ball form, but we're trying to win games. So I said, will we be above 500? And I think Kaki Santa answered if it was still worded the other way because his other answers clearly indicated which way that should have been. And so, I felt bad because like it was clear that he had just like misread the question because he's probably used to seeing it the other way on the low ball form. So will this team have a 500 or better win percentage? Will this team make it to the playoffs? Will it make it to the World Series? Will it win the World Series? Now, these questions are actually possible. It is possible they could win a Cy Young Award because you might have a legend level starting pitcher. And depending on how the AI grades its Cy Young candidates, like Jacob DeGrom finishes close to 500, but is dominating stats and he wins the Cy Young. It could happen in this team. So will a player on this team win the Cy Young Award? Will a batter on this team win the MVP award? Again, we changed the setting so pitchers cannot win the MVP, so it has to be a batter. How many regular season games will this team win? It doesn't matter how many teams the actual Yankees won because these are all made up players. It mattered in the original form because we were taking over an existing team and just making trades to it. This is a takeover and replacement, so we're going to delete all these actuals. All right, how many regular season games? What is the highest WAR by any of the team's players? And again, you have 4 legend level players generating WAR. What will be the regular season batting average of the player who leads the team in batting average, minimum of 300 player appearances? What would be the regular season ERA of the pitcher who leads his team in ERA? Now, this question becomes harder if I don't pick a starting pitcher as one of my 4. And what will be the regular season OPS of the player who leads the team in OPS? And you know what? I will tell you in advance what legend level players I'm picking so that folks like Barry Basher who might have to go can have a fighting chance. Contestants will be free to choose any 4 positions for their legend level players. Tonight, we will test starting pitcher, shortstop, center field. And now I know normally it's catcher, but catchers don't play enough. I'm thinking catcher might be a wasted pick here. I kind of want to go first base, hoping to get a big bat. But I don't know if the player creation engine works that way. And then I'm wasting a potential decent glove in a position that doesn't really require it. I think I'm going to go second base. We're going to go up the middle and a starting pitcher. All right. So that those picks are locked. In fact, I'm going to put them in my notepad so that I can reference them during the player creation. So, starting pitcher, shortstop, center field, second base. Now, keep in mind that starting pitcher is going to only gets to pitch once every 5 days and gives away to a bullpen that's terrible. Yeah, when I say that, I think there's no way four is enough because the scrubs are so bad. It's not even the bad news bears because I don't even think the kids on the bad news bears are bad enough to be the scrubs we saw last night. Should he start with five if I think four's not enough? Yeah, you know what? Let's start with five. Let's start with five. I think four is just not enough. And then what I'll do is I'm still not going to add a catcher. I guess I'll add a third baseman. Or I'm tempted to add right field. Let's do right. I'll right field. We'll go right field. So it's five players, and the form is what runs everything. So forget what was on the title slide or what was in the slides. The form is what we go by, and so the form now says five legend level players. Oh my god, the bullpen's still terrible. There's still just one good pitcher. Maybe that right fielder should be another starting pitcher. But again, I keep thinking that those starting pitchers can only pitch every 5 days. So 40% of our games. That's still not enough to get us over the hump. So maybe right fielder's better. Okay. You know what? I'm not the one who's going to be competing here. I'm just testing this out. I'm creating this for y'all. So we'll run with right fielder. I say that I'm not going to play this on the side every once in a while, like I play creator roster. The whole reason I've made up these games is they're based on games I play. So of course I'm still going to play. All right, let me put this in the chat. And it looks like I can now pin it myself. So let's see if that works. Link to form for tonight's 10-pack giveaway. Let's see if it'll let me pin. Yes, it's recognizing that I'm here. Oh, interesting. If I try to do stuff in OBS, it's not recognizing. But if I try to do it directly um, in Twitch now, it's working. So that's interesting. Okay, well the form is open. If you do have to run, I encourage you to submit a form before you take off, so you at least have a chance to win. Let's go ahead and I'm going to update this just in case I use this slide later. This is now 5 and 21. You know what? I think the form might say 5 and 22, but that's clearly wrong because we do 26-man roster. So it is 5 and 21. All right. So yeah, I think everything else is Nothing else needs to be edited. So yeah, we're good. Okay, so I guess let's go into the base game. Start creating these players. I've been wondering if it's more interesting if I go uh Legends first or Scrubs first. I don't know if anyone has an opinion on that, but um I mean it could matter a little bit in that if I have a sense of what the Scrubs look like, it might change which legends I pick, or if I pick the legends first, it might change what Scrubs I pick. Yeah, Jeff the Jar, if you have a thought, let me know. I mean, even with low ball, we start with the legends. So I was gonna start with the legends. Let's see how it goes. And if it turns out it might have been better the other way, then when we test it with a different number of legends, we can switch the order. Yeah, Jeff, the reason I even asked the question was the same thing. My brain was like, "Oh, maybe we should go Scrubs first." Oh, so in terms of like what other, I also have to give this some thought. I created a list. Oh, where'd it go? For the all scrub team, I had to create a list of positions because I couldn't just like go in and just choose at random. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay, I found it. Yeah. Who is this? Let me zoom it in a little bit. So maybe I'll add it to. Oh, maybe we'll just go in this order, Jeff. Well, so there's one legend here. Um, there's one legend. No, I went right field. So shortstop, there's a legend here. Center field, there's a legend here. Right field, there's a legend here. Oh, and second base, right? I think I said, yeah. So let's do this. We'll just go in this order. So there will be some suspense because two of my legends are going to come towards the end. Okay, I like this. This will be fun. They won't be all at once even. So like it makes the earlier question kind of moot. Oh, let me check on one thing. I have a couple of cap tournaments that I signed up for before I realized they're just going to be full of all cap teams or all combi teams. But I also don't want to just forfeit. So, oh shoot, I have 21 minutes to make these rosters. Okay, you know what? The form's up. Y'all can guess. I apologize, but I'm gonna try to build one of these rosters real quick. And if I can do it in 10 minutes, I might build the other one, and then we'll do the test. Oh, by the way, on stream, I ripped some packs last week, and one of the cards I got was Luis Castillo Combinator, the silver Luis Castillo pitcher that just came out. I think he's a 78, and the L10 was like 230K or something. So I put it up for 350, thinking, at least I'll get to see where the market moves. And I'll be damned if someone didn't buy that thing for 350. So it's on one of my other accounts, but now that account's suddenly sitting on a bunch of perfect points now. It's got almost a 500,000 perfect points. And y'all get to see the crazy way I build my rosters. Now for caps, I will tell you, I'm really good at live tournaments. I'm decent. I'm pretty good at combi cap tournaments. I'm terrible at cap tournaments, and I get crushed by combi teams all the time. This is a cap tournament with combi teams, so that's why I don't feel too bad about getting beat here. I just want to at least put a team in and not forfeit. So this is a view I've created for myself. It's position specific. It's based on the position view, but I've added catcher framing, infield range, turn double play, and outfield range. This helps me pick catchers. The next two help me pick middle infielders, and the other one helps me pick center fielders. Then I switch to batting ratings because as long as I have good defense in these positions, then I want to go for the best bats everywhere else. I realized though I ended up picking some really bad batters. So just as a check, I just have overall contact power and eye. It doesn't tell you a ton, but it tells you more than, not having offense on here at all. So these two are high contact, high eye guys, which I'm fine with. And you can tell, like, I'm already two players in and I don't have any combinators. Um, so we're going to lose, but now I'm thinking about replacing the righty Fleet Walker with Chris Snyder to get a little more pop in the lineup. So what we'll do is we'll just add him. Oh, the other thing I do is I set it so it hides activated cards, so that way I don't get distracted by them later. All right, now we'll go middle infielders. All right, so again, I have no combis here. I'm gonna get crushed. We'll go Evers at shortstop. We'll go. Actually, Brickman's got decent glove. I just don't like to do single positions, so we'll go Tommy Butts. And I'll take one more to back up these two middle infield spots. Connie Day is kind of a go-to. Also gives you a little backup catcher for drafts, which is nice. It's not really necessary here. Hey, is it Gigi speed? Like gigabit speed? Giga speed, welcome in. I've seen you around in the chats, so thank you for joining us in our late night crew here. We're in the middle of testing a new game using the player creation engine where we built a team with 26 scrub level players and they won 11 games in a 162 game season. Tonight we're going to see what happens if we add 5 legend level players and see if 5 legends are enough to lift the team with scrubs to a 500 record. But I have a bronze cap tournament team to build, so I'm going to try to knock this out pretty fast and then we'll get back to our game. There is a form pinned to the chat if you want to guess how that team's going to do. You can fill that in. You don't have to be present to win. We'll score it at the end of the simulation, and we will get the winners their packs, whether you're there or not. So I hope you'll join us in playing that. But you will learn how to put together a losing bronze cap tournament team here. So Franklin Gutierrez is kind of seems to be the go-to center fielder in bronze these days. Amazing glove, huge range, and pretty good pop. Now, I usually like to take 2 center fielders here because I do want my backup to be able to play decent center field. So now I'm looking for guys with multiple outfield spots and some bat. So I've got Drew Stubbs, which is an option. He's 112 center field, 123 right field. Oh, and look at that. He's a combi too. One of my few combis. All right, so our positions are filled. Our up the middle positions are filled. Now I go to batters. Again, this is a custom view I've created. It's got the overalls here, the VR here, and the VL here. Oh, I have a fully combinated Adam Dunn, so I will take him. So Tony Salida now, as the meta has moved and more strikeout pitchers have entered the game, even at bronze, Salida struggled to keep up, but he's my best combinated first baseman. I still like his BABIP, power, and eye. It's just that the avoid K is really starting to hurt him now. But this example of like you can't start with a model at the beginning of the cycle and just stick with it the whole way through because it will change over time. In particular, in this season, there was such low stuff at the beginning of the season that low stuff pitchers and low avoid K batters were fine, and they're just not fine anymore. Oh wait, it's a cap tournament. I can't just take whoever I want. That's the whole point. So I can't take Drew Stubbs as a backup because he's probably too many points. We'll put him in the reserve. We'll see how many points we have left. But like, I can't take a 66 reserve middle infielder. I can't take. Well, I can't take Salida. I might have to lose Bagwell. I will try to add Bagwell back in. Um, I can't take two. Ugh. Do I have a? Ugh. I can only take one of these guys. I guess it's Fleet Walker. I hate losing the power, but all right, let's see what my backups are going to look like. I started building this and totally forgot it was a cap tournament. All right, let's go back to catcher framing and let's look for the lowest points here. Oh, Bill Bergen is a 91 and he's a 41 point card. That's awesome. We're definitely taking him. Oh, yeah. So I apologize, I did speed. This might be completely foreign and useless to you. If you can hang out for like another 10 minutes, we'll get back to the game. I just have to do this before my time runs out. Let's do it most 42. Let's see what kind of middle infielders I can get with a cap of 42. Yeah, Bancroft's good, but he can only play short. Buddy Biancalana can play short and second, and he's a 41. Alfredo Griffin also can play both, and he's a 40. Biancalana's got the much better turn double play, slightly weaker bat. Let's take Biancalana. I do not have the new Darren Dalton. Should I get the new Darren Dalton? I did get the Dalton Varsho Perfect Team PT Elite card, but I did not get the Darren Dalton. Okay, what kind of backup center fielder can I get for a 42? These guys are brutal. That's the chart. Is there a reason the Phillies don't exist in the DC Comics universe? Does someone on the staff just hate the Phillies? Oh, Justin Maxwell. He served me well in other tournaments. He's a regular on my Iron team, so we'll take Justin Maxwell. That's funny that they just singled out one team like that. That's entertaining to me. Oh, okay. Let's start. Let's get a starting rotation. Okay, we're still at 1254 cap. That's not too bad. We also don't have a starting left or right fielder. So we get Gutierrez and Dunn. Let's try to add another outfielder. So for this, For this, we'll go by bat. This is that custom batting view. I don't want to be constrained by points here. We're just going to take the best batter we have. Mike Young for 66 points. That's pretty good. Um, how splitty is he? Not too splitty. He's splitty on contact, but he's not splitty on power, and he's actually reverse split on eye. So I like that. We'll activate him. And he's 66 points, which is not terrible. Better than 68 or 69 points, obviously. Okay, so do you have a starting lineup? Oh, we have too many catchers. We're going to send Chris Snyder to the reserve. Our starting first base only is 61. First, second. Oh, one of these will be a shortstop. That's fine. Tommy Bus will probably be the third baseman. That's fine. Okay, so we do have a starting. Let's actually see where the AI is going to put everybody. This is a shortcut I use all the time, especially during speed drafts. Is I ask the bench coach for the all lineups, and then I do the graphic chart to see where I'm missing players. And you can see we have backups everywhere. The only thing I don't like is we have starters backing up starters here. So we need to fix that. But in general, there's no big holes right now in our lineup. Oh, Star, that's awesome. Good luck against Ezra. Ezra's turning into a 6-0 machine. He got his first point the other day, and I think he's been finishing pretty well. It just takes a while sometimes to break into the money in those things, but he did it. Now he's in the finals again. Wow, that's awesome. All right, so we're gonna go pitching before we fill those lineup holes. So I have a similar pitching view that's also crazy. It's stuff, home run rate, PBAP and control. That's all I care about, and it's in that order on the cards. And then I have it VL and VR. I mostly look at this, and then I look every once in a while. I'll check to see if someone's too splitty or not. All right, we're gonna invest all of our points in starting pitchers. So this Bob Miller I like for 68 points is a lot though. Beto I like too, but that's another 69 points. Jeez, guys are killing me with these points. Oh, Ray Caldwell, of course, 69 points, but he's a two-way player, definitely worth the points. He can be my DH. All right, Blue Moon Odium's only 65 points. Oh, jeez, everyone I want to take. Okay, let's see what it looks like with Beto in the rotation. Scott Baker, 67 points, but I feel like I got to take him if I'm going to have a chance here. All right, what are the other big names that I might be missing that are go-to bronze pitchers here? Pipkins. The stuff's a little too low. Hartzell, the stuff's way too low. Trout, even. Okay, here's J.A. Happ. He's 62, but I don't like that stamina. I need to get lots of innings out of these guys because they're my only good pitchers. All right, now let's see what kind of cap pitchers I can fill in here. Let's see. Let's start with everyone who's under 45 points. Okay. Jim York's got control and home run suppression. We'll take him. Uh, Again, the problem is none of these guys have stuff. The ones that are decent. I think they're going to get rocked, but I got to save points somewhere. All right, we're just going to take the best home run suppression walk guys, even if they don't have stuff. Ken Trinkle, Chris Welsh. These are all usual suspects in iron tournaments that I play. This is where having accounts that play different levels is helpful. Oh, Faustino Valdez is a 40? Yes, please. What else do we have here? Okay, Asa Brainerd, we often take an iron. We'll grab him. Oh, he's 44. That's a little expensive, actually. Johnny Cucks, Newsom. How are we doing? Do we have enough lefties? Oh, we have no lefties. Jeez. Okay, I just added Newsom. Let's remove him for now. Let me find two lefties I can add. Let's just filter, as I know I need lefties now. Throws lefty. These are all filters I've added previously. Charlie Eden, but he has no stamina because he's not a primary pitcher. Oh, Clyde Wright, a mainstay of low iron. We'll take him. Yeah, Ryerson has low stuff, but oh, you know what? We can do better, I think. No, no one has control. That's the problem. All right, what does this look like now? Okay, that's with an all low iron bullpen. How many points does that leave us? We have 23 points, and we still have to add three position players. Oh, but you know what? We just need to add bench players, so maybe we can add a couple bullpen pieces then. Who's the worst relief pitcher we have here? Fry Ryerson or Clyde Wright? Well, let's replace Cucks with a better righty. And let's see if we can find a better lefty. See how many points you have to spend for that. So we want to keep lefty on, but we're going to take the point restriction off. Oh, Peronoski's 68 points. That's way too expensive. This is where I got to rely on the iron knowledge. Bill Bailey's too wild. Oh, Ken Brent has no stuff, but he's actually pretty good. Chapman has not enough control. All right, we'll let Ken Brett. He has 14 points. We have 10 points left. Oh, man, that's a lot of points for Ken Brett. I don't know if he's worth it. I don't think he's worth it. I mean, Bill Bailey's control is so bad, but he actually might be worth those many points. 53 points for Mike Murray is still too steep. 54 for Jerry Royce. Oh, Randy Lurch for 50. I'll take that. I'll take that. And now let's add a righty. We should have what, 14 points left, so I can take up to a 54. Um, so you can't get thrown off by the names. It's like, ooh, Blake Snell, but he has 25 control. Gold Bonham's all right, but he takes up my whole budget. Same with Supon. That's a nice card, but that's most of my budget. Oh, Pichet might not be bad, but I don't like his control for that many points. Yeah, I'm running out of time too. Actually, I am out of time. All right, let's add Mike. Uh, you know what? Let's add this Steve card. I don't like it. I don't like the splittiness and the weirdness of it, but he's only 40 points. Okay, we need to add some position players, and then we'll call it a night, and we'll go back to the sim. Another outfielder, a couple more infielders. We have room for three. And how many points do we have? We have 14 points we can add. Do I have any combis that are worth adding? We have a Latroy. Oh, we have a Latroy Hawkins combi for 40. Let's add him. Let's add him. I like him better than the Steve. If I didn't find boosting combis so annoying, I could boost some of these combis and do a little bit better. But okay, let's look at the batter view. We'll do the same thing. These are all pitchers except for Ron Swoboda. Actually, he's a good backup outfielder. Good power and eye. How many points do I have left? 8 points. Tom Barlow, all contact, nothing else. Oh, Reggie Willits. That's another good backup fielder for 46. Thanks, Star. Appreciate it. Oh, that's right. I have that 30-minute grace period. That's right. You can, yeah, so you can still add players and stuff and make roster transactions. Um, there's a time that it fires and the time that it starts. And so this one has a 30-minute difference. What am I missing here? Okay, everything's filled. So let's just take the next best bat available for 42 points. We have 42 points to work with. Best bat for 42 points. What kind of power? Oh, there's Steve Bell. Oh, Juan Francisco. He plays the corner infield spots. I could take Curry Foley to be a DH. This Josh Willingham card is really good against lefties. All right, let's add Juan Francisco. That still leaves us 2 points to work with. Oh, wait, what? My lineup's full? I thought I had one more spot. Oh, did I take too many pictures? Oh, I took 13 pictures. Who's not supposed to be on here? We don't need Clyde Wright, I guess. Well, actually, it might have been better taking Ryerson off. Ryerson is a 42. I like Clyde Wright better, and he's a 40. So let's replace Ryerson with Clyde Wright. All right, so we have 4 points now for a batter. Oh, but I was going to add Juan Francisco. He's in the reserve now. This is the annoying thing. You can't go from reserve to the roster from that screen. Okay, I can add 4 points somewhere. Who do I want to upgrade? Willits or Swoboda with a 50 outfielder? Is there a good 50 outfielder? Oh, or do I want to give myself a better relief pitcher? I could upgrade Ken Trinkle to a 47 or York and Welsh to a 46. Let's look at 47. 47 or 46. Ted Abernathy has no control. Scott Oberg's decent, but he only has 11 stamina. I'd like to get a little more mileage out of these points. There's Steve again. There's Cornejo. Corpus again, 13 stamina. Oh, Rick Porcello's interesting. Asa Brainer's back in the mix. That's a little better home run suppression. Let's take Brainerd for. Did I already remove them? No, we gotta remove somebody. You know what? It's getting late. I want to get back to the sim. We'll run with what we have. We're gonna get cards by a combi team anyway. This way, at least I didn't put in a forfeit. And you'll get to see the crazy way I set up my bullpens. All right, so who's our closer? Funny enough, it's probably our 40 rated Faustino Valdez. This is a really good card for low iron. I like it a lot. So Lurch and is Trinkle second best here? No, Latroy Hawkins will be our stoppers. I usually try to go closer, stopper, stopper. And the stoppers, I try to put the best pitchers of the medium stamina. Guys like, you know, there's a Goose Gossage card with a 40 stamina, cards like that. And then my understanding is the where the AI really screws you up is if you just have one closer, it'll keep marching out that closer even if it gets more and more tired in closed situations. But if you give it enough options that are rested, then it'll put them out there instead. So I try to be pretty generous with these secondary roles. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Ray Caldwell, two-way player. I almost wasted one of the best weapons on the team, which is Ray Caldwell's bat here. You see, he's a DH here, VR, and he's a DH VL. That's how good his bat is. Not that the AI is always super bright, but okay, so like for example, Solida's not going to bat eighth first righties. Uh, I like Gutierrez, but I don't like him batting second. Kanye Day up there. Well, got Ray Caldwell third. Adam Dunn cleanup. Mike Young, Salida, Butts. Okay, I like that. And then versus lefties. This is where Gutierrez is going to lead off. We'll let Evers hit second. Connie Day, Adam Dunn, Mike Young. Then we'll put Caldwell. Now, Salida's not too splitty, but with the strikeout pitchers and stuff, I think he's going to end up hitting eighth. All right, and then am I okay with these substitution patterns? Yes. Every once in a while, the AL put a bunch of like switch on the second day, which is no good in a lot of situations. Okay, we're done. All right, appreciate your patience, everybody. Let's get back to the sim. I'm sure I'm facing an all combi team with that. So, in fact, let's see who we're facing. Pierre Lumon, Saltaire. I don't know who that is, but I can almost guarantee they're an all. Oh, they have no combis. We have a chance. Oh, we have a chance, people. All right. You know what I just realized? I I think I might actually have a second account in this tournament. You can't have more than one account from the same license in tournament, but you have multiple licenses, you can have two. Oh shoot, I do. Okay, I'm gonna speed pick this one because I already know what I'm doing now from the last one. And I have 18 minutes left now. All right, sorry y'all. This was poor planning on my part. We had a few issues on the home front today. We're getting ready for my mother-in-law to come to town. We had some cleaners coming in. They were an hour late, and it just kind of threw off my meeting schedule. And then I was on lap stream, and I couldn't move that, so um, I ended up. Okay, if this is an all combi team, I might just skip it. Oh no, they only have a couple combis. We have fighting chances in the first round, and they cut the tournament from 128 to 64. So I'm already in the money. I'm already getting packs. So we are gonna try. Let's try to do this. Let's try to do this. Okay, you know what? Let's optimize around combis. That'll make it a little faster. Well, we want Fleet Walker no matter what. Oh, this team has a combi Connie Day. Yes, please. We have a combi. Okay, I need to boost these combis. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, wait, this is the team I just did. Wait, is it? Oh, you know what? It filled in a roster for me because I didn't have anyone on here. Okay, so yeah, sometimes. Why won't it let me deactivate them? This is kind of annoying. This is a bad quality of life thing that it won't. It makes you keep a certain minimum number of players. So I couldn't just like move some over. Yeah, yeah, Clay Dog, you've experienced that too. Oh, Clay, this gives you time to submit your form though. The form for tonight's game is pinned to the chat. You should enter. The only change is we're doing 5 legend and 21 scrub. It might say 5 and 22, but it's 5 and 21. Yeah, Eovaldi for 60 points and a combi. We'll take him. The Gidry is too expensive at 68. I don't like the Velo this Hartzell, but at 61, I might have to take him. I don't know. I'll hold off. Again, Salida at 61. Oh yeah, Singer two-way. That's a good thank you, Clay Dog. But you know what, before I forget, yeah, he can play second base too, I think, right? Oh yeah, he has tons of infield positions. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for that, Clay Dog. Good suggestion. Let's see. All right, let me get some pictures here. I feel like I'm shopping my own store of combis. I don't even know who this team has. Bob Friend for 61 feels like a bargain. Well, I boosted this Wilbur Wood. He's a 69 though. He's not going to play. Oh, Orengo for 50 might be pretty good. You know what? Actually, going by L10 is kind of helpful because here's Scott Baker. And Cormier's kind of, Payne for 61. That's a good price. Males for 68, but he's so good. I think I got to take him. But Max Manning for 68 is too expensive, I think. All right, where am I now on starters? I've got 5 potential starters. Scott Baker's low velo, low stamina though. I might end up making him a closer or something. Okay, we've got one catcher. Let's get a backup catcher. We need a couple more starting. And then oh, I've got 2 first basemen. I can't carry Jordan. Oh, Slider maybe can be a DH. Okay, let's add some position players now. Who's a cheap backup catcher? Moberg. Who did I take last time? Oh, I took Bill Bergen. Bushaw's not bad too. Their offense is pretty similar. But actually, Mo Berg can actually hit. I'll take Mo Berg as my backup. All right, then we need Couple. Oh, we took Biancalana as a backup. You know, let's add Tommy Butts though, and let's add a starting outfielder. Ah, Gutierrez is 68. You know, Dion's only 61. Maybe we take Dion. All right. Do we have a starting lineup? We do. And Salida's at DH and Fleet and Moberg is backup catcher. Okay, we have every position player we need right now. And we've got 5 starters. All right, so let's add some backup position players. I know we're going to take, we have 11 minutes left. Oh, I forgot about Ordonez, but he only plays short. That's the problem. Do I not have Biancalana on this account? All right, then I guess it's Alfredo Griffin. He's my other go-to at the 40s. Um, you know who I like too is Sasky. Where's Nicky Sasky? I won't see him under range. I might see him under power. Okay, let's finish the defense first. Brett Phillips. So this is a live card who I often take in Iron. He can play defense. He's got eye. He's got a little bit of pop. We're actually going to take a live card here. And he's a lefty, whereas Gutierrez is a righty. So um, maybe we can get him some rest versus righties on a day. Justin Maxwell at a 41 is a bargain. Okay, we're up to 13. So did I have him, Clayton? Oh, I mean, I guess I could buy him. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I have enough room in my roster. I do have Salida already VR though. I guess he can play. All right, let's see how much Rusty Kuntz is going for. He's also in the NSFW. Oh, I do have him. And he's a 44. I'll search for contact VL. Yeah, he is. For those who don't know, I have a team of all the dirtiest sounding player names on one team. Oh, you know what though? I'm gonna take Willits, who's not splitty, and he's only 46 points. Oh, Beniquez. I forgot about him. He's on all my iron teams. That's a good call. If we have to cut some points, I might go Willits for Beniquez. That's thank you, Clay Dog. That's a good reminder. I actually have a lot of points left. I underspent somehow. So maybe do we add a couple bullpen pieces? I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Chris Welch for 42, I like. The problem is all these pitchers that I like that are cheap have really low stuff. I'm no longer willing to play Nate Cornejo with his 10 stuff though. It's just that's way too low. Oh, you know what? What happens if we go by L10? Actually, this Charlie Henry card's not bad. I think I took the limit down too low though. Let's look at 50. I have a weird set of combis on this team. I guess, yeah, pitching is hard to find below 50, Clay Dog. I'm at 7 pitchers and I have points left. I have 32 points left. All right, you know what? Let's do this. Let's find the 40s that are worth grabbing. There are some worth grabbing. Like, I'll take Jim York for 42. We'll take Trinkle for 43. So I have three more pitchers with 27 points left. So I need another low iron pitcher. Cornejo keeps popping up because of the way I search. All right, you know what? We'll take Randy Lurch. We'll lead up 10 of those points right now. All right, 17 points left for two pitchers. Oh, what's my righty lefty mix? Okay, not too bad. I can use another lefty. This Matzik is for 9 points. He's got stuff, but I don't like that control. This Ichiro is not bad for 46. Yeah, the Ichiro can pitch, by the way. This Wayne sure looks good, but is super splitty, so I'm not going to take him. Okay, let's do this. If I take Ichiro, I have 51 points left for a lefty. And I have 4 minutes left. Oh, Blake Snell keeps coming up. Who's got control? Chubby Dean. This Trotson card I sometimes use in low iron. Oh, wait, you know who we don't have on this team? Ray Caldwell. I need to add him and then we'll figure out a way to work around it. Oh, yeah, Babe Ruth is a good one too. All right, here's Ray Caldwell. What about Otto Hess? Okay, we're over. Lurch might have to go. You know what? I didn't love this Charlie Henry card. And how many are we over? Oh shoot, we're 18 over. Jeez. Uh, Payne or Males. I gotta let one of you go. Maybe I let Scott Baker go. He's got the low stamina. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. Um, I've only got 9 points left though. How much is Otto Hess? Oh yeah, he's a 68. There's no way I can afford him. Oh, 50 seconds? Okay, thanks, Clay. Let's submit this. How many points did I have? 9 points. Oh, why did it not filter right? Oh, because I didn't click the thing. Okay, Dave Steve. You're welcome, Laptop Hound. All right, Manny Corpus. I'm 9 under? How am I 9 under? All right, that's fine. That's fine. We're 9 under. It's better than not having a full roster. Clay Dog, if you hadn't told me that, I might have missed that, so thank you. Oh, and I finished with 12 pitchers. How did that happen? I must have added a non-pitcher. I must have added a non-pitcher somehow. All right, Ray Caldwell. Let's make sure you're running two-way. Yeah, yeah, no, I'm glad you said something for sure. All right, let's see. Is it not starting Caldwell? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, because I have Wally Joyner on this team. So like Salida, Caldwell can only DH, right? Oh no, no, he can play outfield. Do I like Caldwell VR better than Orville Singer though? I don't think so. No. Okay, my righty lefty mix is going to be terrible, but I just want to get people in the right spots in the lineup. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. Ah, man, I don't know why I lost this. You know, in my haste, I probably grabbed the hitter instead of a pitcher. Okay, we'll just run with this. All right. All right, sorry, y'all. Let's get back to the sim now. All right, so we're going to create a new game. I think we could use the creator roster, right? Yeah, there's no reason we can't use the creator roster. Okay, this is studs, duds, test v1. Now, I always make note of my file names on a notepad because one quality of life thing that's not great is you can't like find a file and save over it. You actually have to like know the exact file name. So we're taking over the Yankees. Nolan Network played recently, so I'm going to fill myself back in. I play as Mochi McSushi because I am Japanese. We're going to put that in. And commissioner mode and cannot be fired. Oh, sorry. I should show you what I'm doing. Right, so this is the quick start screen. The quick start has all the settings in it. But if you want to know how we set up, go to any of my earlier VODs for creator roster, and you'll see me set it up one screen at a time. So the first thing we do is we're going to clear out this roster. We're going to replace this entire team with 5 legend level players and 21 scrubs. All the player creation is going to happen in the free agency screen. And again, we're using this list, right? We're going to go in order here. So first pitch, you know what? Let's get our legend level starting pitcher out of the way here. We're looking for the stud of stud aces that needs to carry a pitching staff that's terrible. I wonder, you know what? In the form I said I was going to give myself 5 like we normally do and then 10 for the scrubs. I actually think when we test it next, we're going to go 10 and 10 because we need a fighting chance. Because these are 5 stars, but the 5-star bucket is pretty broad, and they're not all going to be Hall of Famers. Okay, max control, highest home run rate, highest control of the group. The only thing I don't like is his stamina, because this guy needs to eat innings when he's in there because the bullpen sucks. So I give up 5 control for 70 stamina? I think so. With this guy giving up 10 control for 10 stamina, this is 5 control for 10 stamina. I don't know that I like that he's a lefty, though. I know I need the stamina. This is the best trade off. I'm dealing with Jason Ferguson. Truck. Jason Truck Ferguson. We're only going to note the legends because we just know everyone else is a scrub. And we're going to add him to the Yankees. All right, next up, 4 scrub level starters. These are going to be bad. Like, hold your nose when you look at them bad. Now, we do give ourselves 10 of these to give ourselves a fighting chance here. 10 half stars. That's brutal. Okay, you know what? 40 control, 45 home run suppression. I'm done. I'm taking this guy. And 65 stamina. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, you know what? I don't need to label the scrubs. They're all scrubs. Okay. Another scrub starter. Please, come on. Give me something above a half star, please. Okay, we're going to take out these 20 control guys. Now, they're the only ones with 50 stuff, but it's not worth the trade off. Okay, this one's got the highest home run suppression, and he's tied for the highest control. And he has 65 stamina. I'm sold. Eric Burrell. All right. Next up is another scrub starter. I actually think I'm doing a good job picking these scrub starters. Maybe that's my special ability, finding gems in trash. All right, 5. No, wait, 10 of these. Let me get 10. A 1 star. Now, you don't automatically go for the 1 star, but it's good to have some in the mix. All right, we're going to drop the 20 stuff and the 25 stuff. Not 25 control. I just can't handle that. And we're going to delete the 25 home run suppressor. Even though he has a 70 stamina, I don't want him throwing lots of innings of bombs. So he's gone. So is this 25 home run suppression guy here, too. Why are the bomb throwers? Why do the gopher ball throwers have the best stamina? Okay, 50 home run suppressor, 35 control. Okay, now this guy though, you give up 5 home run suppression, but you get 10 stuff. The problem is he's got crap stamina. This guy's got, you know what? I think it's this first guy. Highest home run suppression, tied for highest control. So yeah, so I'm not taking the 1 star guy. I'm taking the half-star guy. All right. Do I have one more starter coming? Look at that. 5 stars. What half stars. All right, one more starter. I don't even know if 5 players is going to be enough to save this team. I mean, all scrub team had 11 wins. That's oh, look at these 1 stars coming out of the woodwork. All right, we're gonna drop the 20 control and the 25 control guy, and let's drop the 35 home run suppression and the 35 home run suppression guy. That's more mandatory. Oh, look, it's 1 stars left. What a surprise! I'm really drawn to these 40 controls. 40, 50. I think we have a winner. Ah, 45 stamina. Of course. Of course you don't have stamina. Okay, 35, 45, 40 stuff. Oh, this guy has the same, but 70 stamina. Of course, they're both extreme fly ball. You know, we need the innings. Ismael Caviles, welcome to the team. All right. Oh, that's brutal. These guys are so bad. All right, next up, 6 relief pitchers, not a legend in sight. These are gonna now with the OOTP did notice that relief pitchers generated with the player creation engine were too bad. So they actually did give them boost. I think maybe I should report to them that the starting pitchers at the scrub level are also too bad. The fact that we're not even getting any 1.5 stars and it's just mostly all 1 stars, I don't think that's what was intended for scrub. Especially once I saw how the boosted relievers look. But I see we're still getting 1.5 stars here. We're not getting that for the starters. Um, the problem with this star rating is the AI is enamored with stuff because you look here 50 stuff, 25 control. I would never take that guy. These two are also 50 stuff, but 25 and 20 control. So then if I look at what's left, 30, 30, 40, I don't like. Now this I like 35, 45, 45. I'm taking this guy, Calvin Harkreader. That's actually kind of a badass last name, Harkreader. All right, we got one righty in the pen. Oh, these guys are so bad though. I mean, I'm so psyched to get this crappy guy because the other choices are so bad. I'm not complaining. I'm just observing. I made up this game, so I'm not complaining about. I'm just observing how bad they are. It's actually kind of the reason I like these low ball games and games like with the scrubs is I think the worst players are the most entertaining profiles. Oh, this guy, there's these controls are awful. 30 is the maximum in this pool. Okay, this guy is similar to this guy, but this guy's a neutral. That guy's an extreme fly ball. So we'll take Danny Rodriguez. And again, I took a 1 star because these 1.5 stars, a lot of them have stuff at the expense of control. The stuff I think is what's getting them the stars, and I'm not willing to make that trade off. And we got a lefty without having to really stretch for a really bad reliever. Okay, that's 2 down. This will be for the third. See, look at all these 1.5 stars. We weren't getting these as starters. Okay, now we have a 50 stuff with 30 control, which is tied for the highest in the group. This is the same, but he's got the 20 home run suppression. Yeah, we're going to go Francisco Garcia. And that's another lefty that we didn't have to stretch for. All right, this is the fourth relief pitcher. All right, got a bunch of 1.5 stars. Okay, despite the 50 stuff, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm cutting these 20 control guys. Okay, this is the highest control, 35, 35, 35. This is a 30, 50, 35, 35, 45. Would I rather have 5 control or 5 home run suppression? Or 10 stuff at 15 home run suppression? I kind of feel like the walks are going to count out more than the home runs. Like I know in perfect team, home run suppression is king right now, but I think I'm going to go a little more control. Yeah, I think we have 2 more coming. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2 more left. Oh, man, look at all these terrible. Ooh, 40 control? Okay, we can't take a 20 home run suppression guy. I'm not taking a 25 home run suppression guy. I'm not taking a 20. Those are gone. 40, 50, 35 sold. I don't care about the 35 stuff. Maybe to my detriment, but I'm sticking with it. All right, 1 more reliever coming. And then we have a closer. Okay. 25 control, 20 home run suppression. Definitely gone. And I guess he's 1.5 star because of the 50 stuff. The AI loves stuff. Keep that in mind when you see star ratings. right? Like just like we have our own preferences and biases, the AI has them as well. And the AI is a sucker for stolen bases and speed in a lot of cases. Is definitely a sucker for fielding when setting up lineups. Okay, here's a 35-40. 35. This was a 30-35-40, but has 50 stamina. Well, I don't need more stamina of bad pitching. So here's a 35-45-30. So this one compared to the first one, same control, five more home run suppression, five less stuff. Why is he a half star? I guess the 30 stuff is considered just too low, which might be right. Like the other guys I've taken, I think have at least 30 stuff, right? This two of them have 30. Oh, geez, we have a starter with 30 stuff. Two started with 30 stuff. All right, we'll go with Blanco. I will go for the slightly higher stuff. All right, I think next one we have a closer. Excuse me. Let me make sure. We should have 13 pitchers, or sorry, 11 pitchers at this point. Yeah, and then we'll take a closer. I'm a little worried because closer might not have gotten the same treatment that reliever did. Oh, it did. Looks like it did. Oh, a two-star. Hello. Um, I do like the 40 controls, but they all have sub 35 stuff. The 45 stuff has okay, so of the 35 controls, these have 45 stuff. This has 30 stuff. We'll take that out. We'll go with these three. This one has 45 home run suppression. Okay, that's why he's a two-star. Luis Gonzalez. Okay, so we made it through the pitchers. Next up, we have two scrub catchers, two scrub first basemen, and then a legend second baseman. And one thing I did notice is I do believe you can find framing catchers even at scrub level. There's no one here because you have to go to the batters. Here's the framing range. Oh, several 65 framers. The highest overall defense is a 65-45. Now, this is a 60 framing, which is second best, but he comes with 35 power and 45 contact. This one has 35 power and 40 contact. They both have 45 I. This one's a better framer. Okay, let's take some of these off the board here. I don't want those two. I don't want this one. I can't take 35 contact. That's way too low. Okay, that's a little more manageable. Hmm. 60 framing, 45 eye, 65 framing. Both have the same power. Oh, this guy has more Babip and Avoid K. How is that possible? And they only has 45 contact? This guy seems like the much better hitter. Okay, we're going Nate Palmer in. Can't throw or block, but at least he can frame, relatively speaking. We've got another catcher coming. Second catcher. Gotta have two for fatigue management reasons. Okay. Who was 70 framer, 65 framer with a little bit of pop, and a 60 framer. Right. We already have a starting catcher, presumably. So let's take these non-framers off the board. Okay. Now everyone left pin is at least average framing. A couple have eye. This one has contact. This one has contact. Of course, the two lowest framers have contact. Of course. These have power, relatively speaking. This have, 30 power, 50 eye, 60 framing. Let's just go with the defense special here, the framer, 70 framing. His contact's not awful. His power is. He's got eye. So 25 power. That's gonna be fun. But I think the AI will probably make this our backup. So the backup comes in, the framing will actually improve. Okay, next up are two first basemen, scrubs. Of course, I'm immediately drawn to the two-star who has 25 defense. But we don't really care about defensive first base. Now, this 40 power is interesting. And this 50 eye is interesting. 50 eye with 50 contact. Oh, he's the bad defender. All right, we'll take him. The AI might make him a DH. Oh, look at that defense. Awful. But best bat so far, probably a DH. And then another first baseman. That was a lefty, by the way, in case I want to end up going platoon. All right, a bunch of 1.5 stars here. 240 powers. This 40 power comes with 50 eye. This 40 power comes with 40 eye, but 45 contact. So 10 eye or 5 contact. I'll probably take the 10 eye. And he's a righty to complement the lefty we just took. Maybe when you platoon them, they equal like a 2-star. The best side of 1.5 and the best side of another 1.5. Like, that's the whole idea about platooning, especially at lower level. Okay, next up is second base, where we get a legend level player. Oh, we need to add him to the team. Add him to the team. Yeah, legend level second baseman coming up. All right. Oh, look at all this green after all those terrible profiles. 75 power, but lower eye, lower contact. This 65 power comes with really high eye, pretty good contact. This 65 power comes with pretty good eye and insane BABIP. And not bad defense, 60 defense, pretty good defense. We're gonna take Alex Alvarado. This is 85 contact, 65 eye, 65 power. This is gonna be a good. I mean, this is like Altuve-ish with even more pop, I'd say. And he can play a little third and short. Nice. 70 turn double play. I was not expecting that. That is a huge bonus. Alex Tug Alvarado. Love this pick. Can't wait to see what this guy does. Thank goodness injuries are turned off because his arm proneness to injury is a 140 out of 200. All right, next up is two scrub level third basemen. These are going to be painful because we know one of them is going to have to start. All right, got a bunch of 1.5 stars. Not too bad. Would like a little bit of defense if we can find it, but it is third base. Got 240 powers here, 45 eye, 40 contact. What are the high contact guys? 45 here, no power, 45. Moderate power with the highest eye, 35 defense. So I think it's down to Donnie Brown or Miguel Santiago or Rodolfo Torres, but the 25 defense, I don't even think at third base I can take that. All right, let's delete everyone but Donnie Brown and Santiago. Better contact, better eye. For five more contact and 10 more eye for five less power. I think we're gonna take that, even though Santiago can steal. I think we're going Donnie Brown here. All right, and then another third baseman. I have no idea how this team's gonna do. I mean, the level players look awesome, but these scrubs are so bad, and we saw how bad they did as a group last night. All right, 50 contact is hard to ignore at scrub level, and this comes with 45 fielding and better eye and better power. Of course, I'm taking Joe Dunn. Live up to that Dunn name. Come on, Adam Dunn is a bronze level legend. Was that for the first or second of the third baseman? The second. Okay, so next up are two shortstop, including a legend. Oh, thank goodness, another legend. I'm glad I decided to go with following this roster sheet that we made up for the scrub game because if I had to go through that many scrubs in a row again, I'd go bonkers. Getting to do a legend once in a while definitely like is helping. I am going to go to 10 though, because the risk of not getting a good one is too high. And you got to give people a chance here. So we're going to go 10 legends from now on. But I wrote it up as five, so we're going to get five for now. Oh, another 75, 85 Babbitt, but this time comes with 70 power. Now the eye isn't there. The next closest contact is 60, but that's five less power, even though it comes with 30 more eye. That's interesting. But would I take 30 more eye for five less power and 15 less contact? I don't think so. It's tempting, but I don't think I would. Oh, okay. The catch though is the 60 contact, 65 power, 80 eye guy is a 75 defender. I gotta take that. Even though I like the bat a little better of David Jansen with the higher power and the way higher BABIP and contact. Actually, it's only 10 more defense. I don't know. The eye power. It's not even eye power tram. It's 30 more eye for 30 more 30 less BABIP. But it's only translating to 15 more contact because of the avoid K, I guess. I gotta take Tomlin. Oh, for Jansen, his range is nice. That is true. That is true. I would hate to get Tomlin and then find out his defense is from error. Yeah, they're equal in infield range. Okay, you know what? Babbitt Power. I gotta try Babbitt Power. I gotta try this guy. I gotta go Jansen. The 75 defense and the 80 I were drawing me, but 85 Babbitt is too good to pass up. I was about to get suckered in, I think. Hutch. David Hutch Jansen. The nicknames on this team are scrub, just like their teammates. I'm very disappointed in the nicknames. Oh, wait, I forgot to put. You know what? I've been putting legend as if I'm gonna get confused that this 5 star is a scrub. I don't think I need to do that anymore. Do you ever catch yourself like you make some rule for yourself and then you look at it and you're like, why am I doing this? Okay, and then we have a scrub level catcher. Now let's look at the contrast between these two, shall we? Oh, not catcher, shortstop, sorry. Shortstop. We just picked our legend level with 85 BABIP and 70 power. Now let's bask in these monsters. Oh, we only have two 1.5s this time? Jeez. Well, I like the 50 eye right off the bat, but that 30 defense has got to go. All right, you know what? This is a backup. Let's go defense. 65, 60. This 65 comes with 40 contact, 40 eye. This 60 comes with 30. Okay, I can't do 35 contact. So this guy's 35 contact too. Okay, we're going David Miguel Burnaby. He's got 40 contact. He's got 65 defense. He's a backup shortstop. That's fine. I also had a health teacher named Mrs. Burnaby once, who I watched put a condom on a banana. Baffle, 6L leader, but I heard Ezra Denny was in the final of the 6L tonight. Oh, Marbek, I missed you coming in. Buenos dias, Marbek. Yeah, Star X02A was in earlier saying that they were in the finals of the 6L with Ezra. Yes, Kitty Poo Poo, thank you. Let's roll out the red card for Baffle. He is a guest of honor here. For those of you not already following Baffle, let's give him a shout out. Oh, you know, I can't do it from that screen. OBS thinks I'm still not logged into Twitch. Oh, hell. Baffle is redeeming a game. Awesome. Baffle, on Discord, I can go over all the choices with you and we can figure out a schedule. Thank you for the point redemption. You have redeemed channel points to play one of our community games on stream. It's a good time. Don't worry about it. I'll walk you through it. But if you're not already following Baffle, you know what? I want to go over the shutout after the ads are over because I want everyone to hear this. But Baffle playing one of our games, how awesome is that going to be? Oh, Jeff the Jar's excited too. There you go. There you go. In 37 seconds, I'm going to explain to everybody how awesome Baffle 99 is. Oh, trust me, I am not worried about it. Okay, so Miguel Burnaby, that's our second shortstop. Okay, we got a scrub level left fielder. And then we got two more rounds of legends coming up. So Baffle, yesterday I did an experiment. How bad of a team would be if it's all scrub level players? And they won 11 games all season. Tonight we're seeing, can five legend level players save a team like that and get them to hopefully 500? We're back from ads. I just gave a shout out to Baffle99. It's still in the chat. If you're new to OTP or new to Twitch, you got to follow Baffle99. Great guy, great sports streamer. Plays OTP, so is active in our community. I don't think Baffle, you're not an affiliate streamer of OTP though, right? Like Baffle does lots of college football. Um, Super fun stream, super great place to hang out. We raid into him pretty often. But yeah, definitely give him a follow. Definitely worth it. Highly recommended. All right, so this is our first outfielder. Unfortunately, it's going to be a scrub. You're not, but you did get your copy for free and gave us a copy. Oh, so OTP gave you some copies? That's awesome. Oh, we got a bunch of 1.5 stars. Hopefully, we can find a not too piece of garbage in here. 65 defender. Don't really care about that much too much in left field, but he's got decent eye, decent power, tied for highest power actually, and second highest contact. The best offensive guy is Kevin Wilson. 50 contact, 50 eye, 30 power. Okay, I like the overall combination probably of Chris Eckert the best. Because that 35 defense is too low. I don't need the 65 defense, but it comes with 45 eye, 45 contact, second highest. Oh, no, tied for highest power. Yeah, Chris Eckert. Easy. Easy call. Once you kind of say it out loud and go through it, yeah. All right. That's the one lone left fielder. Two center fielders coming up now. One legend, one scrub. All right, give me a good one, AI. Oh, 70 contact, 80 BABIP again. High BABIP. Not too bad defender. Now, center field, it's rare to see anything above a 60, so 55 is pretty good. Gives you a little bit of stealing. Got top range. He's very splitty, though. He kills righties. He's going to be, not that he's bad versus lefties, but. Oh, Baffle Savannah's losing sheet. Baffle, we don't laugh at anybody here except ourselves. We're not going to make fun of you while you're here. Oh, you'll be lurking? Okay, we definitely won't make fun of you then. Okay, I think it's Navarez. Above average defense, huge BABIP, second best power. Now, we do have a power eye Mike Davis here. Top power, top eye. Would we take 5 more power and 10 more eye to give up 25 BABIP? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I kind of like where we're going here with the BABIP guys. The one downside of the BABIP guys is they can't drive themselves in. And if we're depending on these scrubs to drive them in, maybe we needed to go with power. I don't know. Aspirin Tablet Man. What a nickname. Jose Aspirin Tablet Man Navarez. Never heard that before. Now, you know what? If I go to BREF, I can actually look up. Oh, no, no. In the. How do we do it? Is it in BREF or is it there? We found some way to look up the nicknames. I want to say though it was in the base game. Aspirin Tablet Man. No, it must be in the base game. Yeah, it's not working, so it must be in the base game. There's some way you can search for Aspirin Tablet Man and it'll show up. Um, okay, so that was our legend center fielder. Now we have to do our scrub center fielder. Nowhere near as fun or exciting. Let me make sure we should have 3 positions left. Yep. All right, let's see here. In center field, it is a backup center fielder, so we can go glove and no offense if we have to. Oh, look at this 85 steal, 90 steal. Oh, this is interesting. 85 steal, 65 defense. These two are both off scale base stealers. But who can get on base? 50 eye, 55 eye. This guy's also got more pop. And they both have 40 contacts, so they're not going to get base hits. But this guy can walk a bit more and actually might hit some power. And he's a 90 base stealer. I got to see what a 90 base stealer can do. So we're going to go Jaden Martin here. Oh, he's actually going to be a good left fielder or right fielder. AI might even start him in left field. He'll already be a 60 at the start of the season. We might have a starting left fielder here who might be our leadoff guy. 55 walk is not, it's above average eye. All right, we actually might have gotten a starter here. Well, I mean, of course, we only have 4 legends, so yeah, I mean, a bunch of these guys have to start, but I think that guy might start in left field. If he doesn't, I might force it. With these scrub games, I am going to give people a latitude to make some more managerial decisions. Okay, legend level right fielder and then scrub level right fielder. And then we're done. I do enjoy that the developers named one of the levels Scrub. That's kind of awesome. Okay, you know I'm looking at this 80 contact 85 BABIP, off scale BABIP, but the 40 power 45i kind of kills it for me. And I just talked myself through thinking that we need power because these guys can't count on the scrubs to drive them in. This guy has pure power eye guy, 75 power 80i, but it comes with above average contact, 55 contact, 60 BABIP. So I think Zach Mathenia is my man here. This is a big power eye thumping right fielder, corner outfield hitter. This is kind of what I was hoping for when I made right field my last legend spot. Zach CB Mathenia. All right. And then one more scrub level right fielder. All right, we got a handful of 1.5 stars. It is right field, so we would like to see a little bit of defense. We got another high steel guy here, 75, but he doesn't come with the eye that the other guys did. He does have 35 power, though. That's the highest power. Second high, tied for highest power is this guy, but his 35 contact, 25 BABIP won't cut it. There's a 50i, 30 power, 45 contact guy, and he can field. He's a 55. Or this guy's 50 contact, no power, but he will get some base hits. He will get some walks. The scrubs aren't the ones that have to have the power, I don't think. See, the big difference here is there's a 10 difference in I between our 95 Steeler and the 75 Steeler. So I don't know that this guy's going to get on base enough to use that stealing. I like this 50 contact 45 I guy. We'll go Esteban Torres. He'll at least be a decent bat. And he can play. Oh, he's already a 50 right fielder. All right. 50 left fielder, too. All right. I like it. That ended up being a decent choice. Okay. So all the players are in. Let's take a look at our position coverage here. So for those of you who might be new, you can just go here. There's a position ratings view, and you can see all the positions. And you want to see at least two numbers in each column because you need a substitute for when the player gets tired. This is a long season. There are days off, but there are double headers and things. You are going to have to bench these guys once in a while. Well, the AI is going to have to. So our two first basemen are terrible fielders, but our center fielder can also play first base better than they can. Okay, fortunately, Miguel Burnaby can play some second base. So our starting shortstop, or one of our starting shortstops, might have to. Oh no, wait. One of these is a legend and one is not. Jansen's the legend. Burnaby's not. So Burnaby's going to be back up at shortstop and second base because Alvarado's our starting second baseman, who's another legend. Okay. So let's do this. I do need a break. I need to take a bio break. I need to refill my water. I'm going to get another cough drop. So I'll leave this up here, but I'm gonna do let's put it on batting ratings, and let's sort by overall. Or here, let's do this. Let's have the AI take the first stab at lineups. Okay, and then I'll leave this up. I am going to change the lineups, but I'll leave this up while we do. Let's do a 3 minute ad roll. I think we're back from the ad break. Uh, Appreciate y'all putting up with that. I did need a little time to take care of some stuff. Ready to go. One thing I was looking at when I came back and sat down was our 30 steel guy with a good eye, but the below average contact. I was hoping he'd be our leadoff guy, or at least our 9 hole guy. The theory being you have a second leadoff guy in the 9 spot if they're not as good of a hitter, which clearly they're not going to be. But yeah, he's not starting. So I'm wondering if there's a way to get him into the starting lineup, or if we want to get him in the starting lineup. Because that eye speed combo, I don't mind having that in there, even with the 40 contact. So he's a center fielder, but he's got now this is his trainable rating, but so we're not going to put him in right field because he's only a 30, and we have a legend level right fielder. But he could play left, and we only have scrubs in left. So who's in left right now? Chris Eckert. So how does he compare? Okay, overall, Eckert has more contact, more power, less I. So 5 contact, 5 power for 10 I. Normally we wouldn't take that trade, but this guy's got 90 steel. Now VL, it's the same. 5 contact, 5 power for, oh no, for 15 I. We'd take that trade. We'd take Martin there. VL. VR, it's 5 power, 5 contact for 10 I. Maybe we wouldn't take that, but with the power, with the speed kicker, right? Look at this speed. I think in both cases, VR and VL, we're going to replace Eckert with Jaden Martin. Now the question is, do we want him in the 9 hole or leading off? 50 contact or 40 contact is bad. 55 I is not bad. It's actually decent. Now here's what the AI's done, right? Navarez is leading off. He's a legend. Mathena's batting second. He's a legend. Jansen's a legend. Alvarez's a legend. So it's just stacking the first 4 legends at the top of the lineup, which kind of makes sense. You want to give them as many opportunities to hit as you can. But if Alvarado doesn't drive them in, you got a bunch of scrubs coming up behind that are not going to drive them in. Now, Lambert's 50 contact. That's not terrible. Donnie Brown's 45 contact. That's not terrible. Joe Dunn, 50 contact. Okay. Then you get to Jaden Martin right now. He's a 40. And then Felicio Cufo, he's in there for the frame. They did go with the 70 framer instead of the 60 framer with the better bat, which I'm okay with. All right. This might be a bad move, but I'm going to move Jaden Martin to the leadoff spot. And who's okay? So VR, it's Alex Alvarado hitting last of the legend. So we have a 75. So we went with contact over power in that last spot there. VL, it's Jansen batting last, who is our he's our power. He's well one of our power guys, but he's also okay. So I do like that we have high contact, high BABIP guys batting last in our block of legend level players because if someone manages to get on base, we need to drive them in. And the BABIP, I feel more comfortable with the BABIP guy batting last in that group. Okay. Because the one thing we have to make sure we do is we're going to use sabermetrics. I don't want us running out of any innings except for Jaden Martin. His personal strategy, let's set it now. Um, I think most of you are pretty experienced tournament players, but if anyone new is in here, what you can do is you can set individual player strategy that can be different from your team strategy. Right? You can make this an adjustment to the team strategy, but in this case, we're going to override it because it's going to be so different. He's off scale stealing, so we're going to jack up his stealing. He's off scale base running, but we're not going to do any hit and run, bunting, bunt. Well, do we bunt for hit with this guy? What's his bunt for hit? No, it's terrible. So just because you have speed doesn't mean you can bunt for hit. So he's got the green light to steal, basically. Now, let's go set the team strategy. We're going to use sabermetric. Okay. So we're not going to steal many bases, right? It's in the red. It's at -2, I think, maybe -3. This goes from -5 to +5. But because we set our leadoff batter's strategy, personal strategy to override, it's going to ignore the team settings and go with his settings. Do you have anyone else you want to steal? 65 is not awesome, and he's a legend. We don't want to waste them on the base pass, so we're going to leave that. Okay, let's go to the pitching staff. This is going to be brutal. We have one good pitcher, and we have some not awful pitchers, and the rest are awful pitchers. Let's see what the AI does. Of course, it puts our legend level pitcher in the ace position. Now, we are going to go always start the highest rested because you want Ferguson to get as many starts as possible. Now, this bullpen's be hard to set up because they're all so bad. But the AI does give you some clues into who it thinks at least are the best pitchers. The closer, the setup, use more often middle reliever, and then avoid high leverage long reliever. I will say, though, I disagree with these decisions fairly frequently, but it's at least a place to start. Okay, Calvin Harkbeater is our closer. I'm not opposed to this. He's 45s across the board with 35 control. Probably one of the best profiles we have. The second best profile is this guy, 45s all the way across, 35 control. Although Luis Gonzalez, they have the same velo, is a fly ball pitcher. Harkbeater is extreme fly ball. I'm going to make Gonzalez the closer. And I'm going to make Harkbeater the setup. Now, normally I would go closer, stopper, stopper, setup, setup. I don't want my AI bringing in a stopper on my legend level pitcher. I'm worried that if I set up stoppers, they're going to bring these guys in early, and I don't want that. So I'm going to go setup, setup. I'd like to have a lefty setup, but do I have anyone who's good enough? Brill's not bad. I like Brill maybe a little better than Rodriguez because of the better control and the home run suppression. Oh, he's 65 stamina? Why is he not starting? Oh, the AI probably thinks his stuff is too low. Yeah, no, Brill's going back in the rotation. He's going in for Cleaton. No, he's going in for Garcia. But we're going to drop him down in the order because his stuff is so low. Actually, everyone else is low too, so we'll put him third. Okay. Now, who's that leave us in the bullpen? Garcia and Rodriguez are our lefties. Garcia. Oh, 50 stuff. Okay, Garcia's our setup guy. We have two setup guys. What's wrong with Alex Armijo that the AI wants him to avoid leverage and high relief? Or long relief? These guys all look the same. I don't know why he's picking that guy out of everyone else. Okay. The other trick people use is they set everyone up as middle relief to avoid the AI from like messing up roles, which I actually kind of agree with in some cases. In this case, the pitchers are so indistinguishably bad, I think it makes sense. Why is Juan Rodriguez set at higher use rate? Probably because of higher home run suppression. Oh, and the higher control. Okay, you know what? These guys, at the risk of coming in early on our legend level pitcher, I am going to go stopper, stopper, set up, set up. This is how I normally would set up my pitching staff in a tournament. Oh wait, it's not Juan Rodriguez. It's Hark Reader I want as my stopper, I think. Oh, it's Danny Rodriguez I wanted, I think. No, it is Heart Reader. Yeah, so Juan Rodriguez is going to be sit up. Heart Reader is going to be stopper. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's fine. And this guy will be middle release secondary. These will be set up secondary. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I think also we're at the point now where we can turn off the pack giveaway forms. Is anyone else still working on their form? Because if not, I'm about to close it. All right, I'm not hearing any objections in chat, so I am going to close it. I mean, basically, once Baffle said he was in, we could have closed it then. VIP is already in. All right, closing the form, saving the form. Okay, form is no longer expecting responses. We're going to generate the spreadsheet. We do take a look before the sim. Actually, let me save this game while the spreadsheet's generating. Okay, we're going to hide the names for now. And we're just going to look at the non-numerical guesses. But there are a bunch of those, so it should be interesting to see what people are thinking here. All right, let me put it up on the screen. We'll take a look together. Yeah. All right, we have 7 contestants tonight. Good luck, everybody. Will this team finish with the fewest wins in the major leagues? 2 people think they will finish with the worst record in the majors. Will this team finish with the fewest wins in the American League? We have one other person joining them in the worst season in the American League. Will it finish with the fewest in the AL East? 4 people think it'll be worse in the AL East. Will this team have a 500 win percentage or better? Only one thinks so. No one thinks they'll make the playoffs. No one thinks they'll make it to the World Series. And of course, then no one thinks they'll win the World Series. No one thinks this stud legend pitcher can win the Cy Young Award. Now, that might be accurate, especially because I turned down the best pitcher for the next best pitcher with the higher stamina. I thought it was important for the way the team's going to work. Will the batter win an MVP? 3 people think so. There are some promising candidates. I would agree with that. So I do think we may have a winner before we get to the numerical tiebreakers, but we still go through those anyway because it's fun to see how good the guesses were. This community always impresses with the guessing on those numericals. All right, now that the guesses are in and we save the game, we're going to advance one day because this is something fun OOTP does. It generates MLB season predictions. So let's see what the AI thinks is going to happen. Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but it said here generating predictions. It's already done. Before that, we need to update the mailbox. This way we don't miss some specific things that I may want to look at the notifications for. In particular, All-Star break, All-Star voting, um, Player of the Month awards, Player of the Week awards. And then we're going to minimize the interruptions to the sim by turning these off. Okay. So now to see the preseason predictions, it's an MLB report. And there it is, preseason predictions. Ooh, 45 wins is the prediction. So even five legends, at least the prediction is, even five legends cannot get this above White Sox level, Athletics level. And look at the run differential. 701 for 1189 again. It's the pitching, right? With I put four legends in the lineup, but only one in the bullpen, or one in the pitching staff. And we're getting punished for that in the prediction for sure. Now, what's interesting is we are projected to have our four batters are projected to be among the top 10 batters in the league, including the top two. And our pitcher is projected to be the second best behind Jacob DeGrom, who is going to stay healthy, right? We turned off injuries. DeGrom had a sick season. It was just cut short by injury. You extend that over a season, he always dominates. But our pitcher is second behind him, which is quite impressive. I wonder if this 45 would be any different if we went three batters and two pitchers. I don't think so, though, because, I don't know. All right, well, let's see what happens. They predicted five wins last night, and with my, dazzling managerial skills, I tweaked the lineup and I made some changes, and I more than doubled the projection. If we'd more than doubled this projection like we did last night, they projected five wins, we won 11. They projected 40, not 45 wins. If we do the same thing, we'll win what, 100 games? Come on. Well, it was 2.2 more. So 2.2 more of this would be 90, and then point 0.2 would be 99, 99 wins. Yeah, it's easy to double a small number. Of course, I'm exaggerating the 99, but can we get it to 81? That's probably pushing it. But can we beat the Royals? I think we can beat the Athletics at 57. Worst record in the majors? We could beat the 44 of the Nationals. I think we can. We cannot be the worst record in the AL. We won't. I don't think we'll be the worst record in the majors because the Nationals at 44, we can beat that. I think we beat the 57 of the Athletics. Now that's 12 more than the projection, but I mean, of course, I'm biased. I put this team together. All right, let's see what happens. We'll keep an eye out here for AL leaders. We do have some offensive candidates. All right, March is just a couple days here. We are 0-1. Let's see what happens. Well, but Danny Jansen is hitting 1,000. Holy cow! Danny Jansen, the season opener, hit 3 home runs and drove in four. His OPS is 425. Okay, I'm screenshotting this. He's on a pace for 486 home runs. This guy, David Jansen, he's on a pace for 486 home runs this season. You know why I know that? Because when Tuffy Rhodes hit 3 home runs on opening day, my friends and I kept talking about how he was on a pace for 486 home runs. All right, look at this. Our scrub relief pitcher tied for the league lead at ERA with 0. What happened to our starter though? He's not up here, so let's see what happened. We lost 4-7. Our leadoff hitter not terrible. 1 for 3 with a run. Danny are other legends though. 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 4. Fortunately, Danny Jansen went 4 for 4 with 3 home runs. A single, 3 home runs. Didn't hit for the cycle though. Mid. Martin had a steal. Okay, our plan is working out. He went 1 for 3 with a steal, leading off as a scrub. All right, Ferguson went 6 innings, 2 earned. Of course, we're giving up unearned runs because I'm sure the defense is not good. 4 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Unfortunately, Hark Reader came in as the stopper. Ah, damn it. Is the stopper thing coming in to bite me? I don't know. 94 pitches is pretty high, though. If this keeps happening with Ferguson starts, I'm going to take them out of the stopper role. Maybe I should do that already. This feels like a stopper issue because their starter went 113 pitches. Okay, I feel bad about that. We're gonna change our strategy right now because we blew his start for him. Um, so these guys will go. Well, these guys will go to middle relief. These guys will go to setup. We'll say seventh or eighth or later is fine. Closer rolls is fine. Are any of these middle relief guys better than the others? I don't think so. Oh, Juan Rodriguez has the high home run suppression, so we'll make him used more often. Okay, well, let's save this new. I hope they would have brought those guys in even as setup men, but I think I blew it with that stopper call. Oh man, 4 for 4 with 3 bombs. What an opening day! Let me screenshot that too. All right, well, let's do another month. Oh, brutal. 1 and 10, 2 and 13. Winning streak and a losing streak. We did have bout of the month, Narvaez. Now this is why I set up the mailbox that way, so we can go see what happened there. We had a 9 game run streak. Narvaez. This is all Navarez, all one dude. 7 game extra base hit streak, 4 game home run streak. Let's see what his player of the month look like. Hey D Block, we're playing. We're trying out we're testing out a new game format here. All scrubs, 5 legends. Can 5 legends save an all scrub team? So far, the answer is no. That's how bad scrubs are. That you have 5 Hall of Famers, they can't save this team. Um. Oh yeah, we're gonna look at those. Oh yeah, the player of the month, Narvaez. April's best AL hitter is Jose Navarez. In 27 games, he had 322 with 11 home runs, 22 RBI, and scored 24 runs. That's actually kind of pedestrian for a Player of the Month award, but we'll take it. All right, let's see. Well, we are Our legends are doing work. Jansen's hitting 406, Alvarado's hitting 359. They're both trailing only Anthony Santander of Baltimore. Our Jaden Martin project is working too. He's second in the league in stolen bases with 14. Although he is sitting 137 with a 204 OBP. The fact he has 14 steals with that terrible of an on base percentage means he can only get better. That's actually kind of amazing. And on the pitching side, what's going on with our starter? What's going on with Ferguson? Ferguson's 1-2 with a 2.76. So the ERA is there. We're just not winning because I guess we're not getting the run support. Let's take a look. 6-12, 7-0. 7-0 is brutal. So this was that little win streak I noticed. Tick, tick, tick. Like tick, loss, tick, tick, tick. And then we finish with this losing streak. Let me look at his game log. That's probably the easiest way to do it. I mean, 7 1/3 with 3 earned runs. That's a quality start. That's kind of a tough loss. 7 innings, 3 earned runs, another tough loss. 7 1/3, 1 earned run gets the win. 8 innings, 2 earned, no decision. That's brutal. 5 2/3, 2 earned runs, no decision. 7 2/3, 2 earned runs, no decision. In those no decisions, the team went 1-2. Yeah. All right. Let's do another month. '15 consecutive stolen base streak by Martin. There you go. Oh, that's the owner interrupting us. So let's finish the month like we intended to. All right, 14-44. We are ahead of the Athletics. Yeah. But we are behind all the NL teams, including the Nationals, who are projected to win 44 games, I think. They're already halfway there, and it's only June 1st. Now, our big experiment was leading off a scrub who had 55 I and 90 stealing. It no longer seems to be working, but let's see. 23 steals against 3 caught stealing, but a 190 on base percentage is definitely getting in the way. You know what? I am missing having legend on here, so let's go ahead and fix that. I forgot that in the rosters and stuff, it would be helpful. Actually, let's just sort by this, and then I can just go down the list. Jansen, Mathenia, and Nevarez. Aspirin Tablet Man. Okay, now it's easier to see. And let's sort by OPS. Okay, yeah, of course they're all leading. Every one of them is hitting over 900 OPS. With that kind of performance, they're still not able to carry this team because it's just that bad. And I think where it's that bad is the pitching. And I think the starting pitching in particular is suffering from the super nerfness of their of the scrub level. I think we saw the relief pitchers are rated better, but actually they're not faring any better, so maybe it wouldn't have helped anyway. All right, well, let's go back to simming. Just do another month. No, we saw some wins there. 33 game on base streak by Alvarado. Nice. We still have the top two batting average leaders. We have two players tied for the league lead in home runs, and Danny Jansen's tied for second in RBI. We have the top three OPSs and the top three batter wars. And Jason Ferguson, second in league in strikeouts, third in pitcher war. We're at 21 wins. The Athletics have come up and tied us, but we're now only 6 wins behind the Nationals. All right, let's sim to the All-Star game. Oh, we were stuck on 21 wins. We do have the highest vote getter in the league. Now we turn off popularity as an influence in All-Star voting. So it's all based on performance. So it makes sense that we have players getting votes. 22 wins. We're now 2 wins behind the Athletics, and we're now 9 wins behind the Nationals. I can't believe I was going to do this with 4 legends. This would have been even worse with 4 legends. Jeez, the scrubs are so bad. Man. 5 Hall of Famers can't save a team of scrubs. All right, let's finish today so we can get to the All-Star break. We did lose again. Um, let's see how the All-Star voting went. No one at catcher, no one at first base. We do our leading votes at second base. 4.6 million votes for Alvarado. Hey, Thursday was Marbek's birthday. Happy birthday, Marbek. Feliz cumpleaños. Años. Feliz cumpleaños? Is that how you say it? David Jansen leading at shortstop, 4.6 million votes. Jose Narvaez leading in center field, 4.3 million votes. Who are we missing? We have 4 batters who are legends. Who are we missing? Who's our other legend? Right fielder Mathenia. Is he not in the top 3? Oh, he's not. That's George Springer's ahead of him with. I call bull BS on this. He's hitting 267 with 18 home runs. Santander's hitting 256 with 26 home runs. Garcia's hitting 270 with 19. Now Garcia's probably got the best season of the 3 so far. Our right fielder's hitting. Okay, he's got 22 bombs, but he's only hitting 244. I get it. Okay, okay. There's a big Spanish Christmas lottery. Is it better than like Powerball or Mega Millions? All right. All Star. So that's the All Star voting. And our starting pitcher did not get votes. So how is our starting pitcher doing? He is 6-6 with a 2.61 ERA. 1.03 whip, and the best he can do is 6-6. I'm sure he's not getting any run support. He's got a 10-9 strikeouts per 9. I feel bad for the guy. All right, who makes the team? Let's see. Well, our pitcher didn't make it. Alvarado makes it. He was voted in. Jansen makes it. He was voted in. Navarez was voted in. And the one guy who wasn't voted and got selected. 241, 22 almost was enough to get selected. So we're 4 for 4 of the position players. The pitcher, though, did not make it. I wonder what would happen if we went all 5 starting pitchers. I mean, they get no run support, and the bullpen would blow all their leads, but could they be good enough to get some more wins than this team? Or do we need 6, 5 starting pitchers and 1 just stud batter? I mean, but we've got 4 stud batters and we're still not able to score enough runs. Let's look at the team statistics here. How many runs have we scored? We've scored 356, which is it's ahead of Detroit, it's ahead of Kansas City, and it's way ahead of Oakland, and it's even ahead of Seattle. So, okay, there is some run support. Then why is he sixes? Oh, because the bullpen's probably blowing leads. I forgot about that part of it. All right. But all 4 of our batters did make the All-Star game. That's good. Is anyone in the home run challenge? All right, we have 2 players in the home run challenge. Unfortunately, they run into each other in round 2 if they advance. Alvarado advances. Navarez, the league leader in home runs, is not. Alvarado advances to the final against Polar Bear Pete Alonso. And Alvarado wins the home run challenge. That does not happen that often for our creative players. So, congratulations. That is an accomplishment. All right, let's sim a day to the All Star game itself. We do have some batters involved in this, so let's see how they do. The AL wins 6-0. We don't have one of the performances of the day, but let's see how our players did. Navarez leads off, goes 1 for 3 with a run scored. Mathenia replaces him, goes 0 for 1. Danny Jansen starts, goes 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Alvarado scores, goes 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So other than Navarez, we did not fare very well. Oh, we had one more, right? Oh no, that was 4. Yeah, that was 4. Okay. All right, let's go back to the standing screen. Finish the end of July. We're stuck at 23. Oh, there we go. Ticked off a couple more wins. Player of the week, David Jansen. Let's go check out that award. Heyo. Where's player of the week? Ah, there it is. Player hitter of the week. Danny Jansen. 10 hits and 21 at bats for a 476 average, hitting 4 home runs, driving in 10, and scoring 8. Nice. How are we doing as a team? 27-79. 1 loss ahead of the Athletics. So half a game ahead of the Athletics, tied in the win column. We are still 9 games behind the Nationals. All right, let's finish the month of August. Oh, the A's went on a little winning streak there, and we're stuck at 30 losses. We're already out of the playoffs. 7-game RBI streak by Mathenia. We're 7 games now behind the Athletics, 7 wins behind the Athletics. And we just fell apart there. What happened in August? Ah, brutal. Look at all those losses. Wow. A lot of them are not close. Oh, there's a 10-11 heartbreaker in the 13th, a 4-6 loss in 11. All right, we're now at September 1st. There's about a month left in the season here. I think we're so far behind, it doesn't even make sense to go week to week. Let's just finish it out. Yeah, we just couldn't close on anybody. We're 42 and 119 with one game left to go. We do have the top three batters. Look at this. Scrubs are so bad. We have the top three batting averages, the top two home run hitters, 1 and 3 in RBIs, the top three sluggings, the top three batter wars, the top earned average pitcher, the third most strikeouts, and the second highest pitcher war, and we are in dead last in the majors. That's how bad the scrubs are, that the core is doing this well. What a disconnect this is. I mean, I don't think this is going to be a fun game if I have to let you add like 8 legends to a team. Like the whole point was, I was hoping just by adding like a band of a handful of legends, we could get to a 500 record. But if it's got to be like 10 legends and 16 scrubs, to me, that's not as fun. I mean, even if I tested with 7 and 19 doesn't seem fun to me. Like, to me, the fun idea was like, can a handful of guys turn a team around? And it just, okay, you know what we'll do? We'll do one test. I have a Friday afternoon slot tomorrow. We'll do 5 starting pitchers and one batter and see if it can make a difference. That's adding one more legend, and it's switching completely over to pitching focus. Maybe you don't need a fifth starter. Maybe we go 4 starting pitchers and one batter. We'll keep it at no, five's clearly not enough. Okay, you know what? I like 6 because it's 6 and then 20. There's a nice round number of scrubs, 20. So we'll go 4 starting pitchers. We'll forget the fifth starter, and we'll go 2 batters, like a shortstop and a center fielder. Is that enough? All right, let's sim the last day of the season. 42 and 120. We did. Oh no, we lost the last game of the season. Do we? Where are our achievements? Oh, there's a game 163 somewhere. Ferguson wins 2 legs of the pitching triple crown. He's not going to win the wins because he's not. Oh no, he just won the ERA. Sorry, I saw the J and the J, but it's Navarez won the home run title. We had an ERA winner, a home run winner, and a batting champion, and we finished dead last. That's how bad 21 Scrubs are. That sounds like it should be a song, 21 Scrubs. Oh, it's because there's a Green Day song, 21 Guns. 21 Scrubs. And Alvarado hit 359. Jansen hit 341. That's not just winning the batting title. That's like, those are like career years. And they can only manage 42 wins. That's how hard it is when you're trying to raise up 21 scrubs. It makes me reconsider how down I am on the Mets all the time because they're clearly better than 21 scrubs. All right, let's run the postseason and then we'll give out the packs. I'm a little disappointed that the team did that poorly. All right, Blue Jays and Angels in one wild card, and Mets, Padres in the other. Let's go Mets. Mets advance, beating the Padres. They'll be facing the Dodgers. It's the Braves and Brewers in the other NL matchup. The Blue Jays advance. Congratulations, Laptop Hound, to face the Rangers, and then AW's Rays and the Minnesota Twins will be facing in the other matchup. All right, the Blue Jays beat the Rangers 3 games to 1. Laptop Hound advancing. And the Twins squeaked by the Rays 3 games to 2. The Dodgers sweep the Mets, of course. Mets get a Met. And the Braves sweep the Brewers. All right. Blue Jays advance 4-1 into the World Series. Laptop Hound in the World Series. And the Braves also advance 4 games to 1. Oh, but the Braves win 4 games to 1 in the World Series. Our game scores of 1. That's to be expected. We do need to do some postseason awards before we can complete the pack giveaway forms. So let's go to our mailbox for those. We'll just watch for them incoming mails as we say. Oh wait, let's save the sim. All right. Great Glove Awards. Oh, our left fielder. That's the center fielder that I put in leadoff. Oh, I'm such a good manager. Ah, what a good idea that was. Not just all the stolen bases, but a gold glove. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Don't all applaud at once. Thank you. All right, reliever of the year. We have no shot at this. Who's our best relief pitcher? D-Luck says the answer to your question is Powerball. The answer is no. The main prize is only 4 million, but since it can only be possible 100,000 numbers, the chances. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. 1 in 100,000. That is very high compared to other lotteries. Plus, there are 100 tickets of every number, so theoretically, you can win 400 million. Oh, all right. So, D Block, you have a link. Are you able to enter as a member of the European Union? Are you able to use that website to enter? But also, D Block, unless they limit the number of entrants, doesn't that also mean that like you might have to split that 4 million with like a bunch of other people who guess the same numbers? All right, let's look at our relief pitchers who have no chance of winning an award here. The lowest ERA in the bullpen is a 5.57 from Calvin Hartreader. He went 3-4 with 2 saves and a 5.57 ERA, 1.63 WHIP. Both of those marks led the bullpen. So yeah, we're not going to be getting any votes for that. These ERAs did come down though. We have 2 under 6 and 1 in the 6s. I mean, bad, but not as bad as they were to start with. Now, the starters, on the other hand, 2 ERAs over 10, 2 ERAs over 9, and then our guy with a 2.30, league leader in ERA. Congratulations, Jason Ferguson. Just to make it official, let's go to the mailbox and. Oh no! Oh, I see. Every ticket with the right number gets 4 million. Okay, so there is no chopping up the prize. It just you get multiple prizes. Got it. Okay, that's interesting. How much does a ticket cost? Did you say? I don't think you said. All right. We got no votes, predictably. Pete Fairbanks wins it 2-2 with a 33 saves and a 1.88 ERA. This is actually one of the more pedestrian efforts for a reliever of the year winner we've seen in these sims. Okay, Platinum Stick Awards. Now we should be winning 4 of these, I would say. 20 euros for a ticket. For Platinum Six. Nice. Let's make it official and see who they go to. Salvador Perez for the catcher. Well, I don't know if all of them. I'll just read our teams. Alvarado at second base. Jansen at shortstop. Navarez in center, and Zach Matheria at right field. All of our legend level players. Did anyone else get robbed? I doubt it. 75 steals on a 198 OP on base percentage. That is something. All right, so check this out. He had 76 hits, but they were not all singles. Some of them were doubles and two of them were home runs. And 47 walks. So that's 123 bases for walks. But you have to subtract the home runs. So 121. And he had 75 stolen bases. He's stealing almost every time he gets on base. And he only got caught 12 times. I would say that aspect of my picking was a successful experiment. Although I guess it doesn't help you a ton if you're not getting on base much, and he still only scored 69 runs, so maybe it wasn't worth it. All right, rookie of the year. We don't have any candidates because all of our players are aged 26 to 29. Let's just go to Cy Young Award. Now, will we get votes because we already have an ERA leader? Grama goes. Oh yeah, Ferguson comes in third. Only 6 votes behind Sonny Gray. 6 points behind Sonny Gray. I mean, DeGrom sweeps it, but our guy came in third on the strength of a 2.30 ERA and a 15-9 record on a terrible team. He won 15 games. Our team won 42 games. He won more than a third of our games by himself. It's like that Steve Carlton season where he won like 20 some games and the team won like 50 or something. All right. So we did not win the signing, but we came in third in voting. I think that is very impressive considering the record. Okay. MVP. We have a few candidates here. We've got home run leader Navarez, who also had a 1063 OPS and 23 steals. The AI does like steals. Alvarado hit 49 home runs with an 1157 OPS. He had 359. So he won the batting title and hit 49 home runs. And then there's Jansen, who hit 341, came in second in batting, hit 44 home runs, and a 1043 OPS. I think Mathenia is out of the running with his 260 batting average, but he did hit 43 home runs. I think my money's on Navarez because of the steals, the home run lead, and he still chipped in a 315 average. I think he was third in the league. Navarez wins the MVP. I nailed it. It's not often I get that one right, so all right. Sorry, I was yawning when I said that. The wars on this team are impressive. 3 double-digit wars. We don't. Some of our sims, even on creator roster, you might get one or two or three here. What was the pitcher war of our saying? What 9.4 on a 42 win team? That's pretty good. All right, let's see how that All Star vote MVP voting went. Did we have the top three in votes? I mean, the top four in votes. Mathenia got in there despite his 260 average. Look at that. That is impressive. We're going to screenshot that. And we'll also screen the batting stats. Oops. Also, remember how I moved our second center field to left field for that stolen bases? The original left fielder that was generated as a scrub started no games. Hayden Martin, though, only started 153 or 150, so someone else was also started in left field. But I guess Eckert was so bad that he didn't get to start any. He did end up hitting 276, though. Not bad. Um, oh, yeah, I was going to. Did I screenshot this yet? I'm so tired. Let me screenshot it just in case. Okay. And you know what? Even though they sucked, let's screenshot the pitching stats. Okay. And I think we can do the pack giveaways now. We have enough information to do the pack giveaways. Let me unhide just the Twitch ID. All right, and let's check out the guesses. Will this team have the fewest wins in the majors? It did. It did. Barry Basher and Giga Speed were the only ones to guess that correctly. I would not have guessed that. I thought we had a chance to not even be last in our division. I definitely thought we wouldn't be last in the majors or the AL because of the athletics. But I was definitely wrong there. Will this team finish last with the fewest wins in the American League? Yes, we did. Last in the division? Yes. Will this team make it to the World Series? Yeah, these are all going to be tied. Will this team win the World Series? No. Will a player from this team win a Cy Young Award? No. Will a team from this team win the MVP? Barry Basher guesses that correctly. Awesome. He had to leave early because he's got to teach tomorrow, but he filled out a form before he left and he nailed it. Wow, nice job. Now let's go to the numericals. The packs have been decided. Congratulations to Barry Basher and Giga Speed, but I'm always impressed at how good the numerical guesses are here. So let's take a look. Okay. How many regular season games will this team win? 42 is the answer. Jeff the Jar with 44, only missing by 2. Very nice guess, Jeff the Jar. What will be the highest WAR generated by any of these team's players? Let's take a look. We'll go pitchers first. I think I said the pitching WAR was 9.4 for our Cy Young candidate and ERA leader. Yeah, 9.4. The only pitcher with a positive WAR. Wow. Again, how bad is Scrub? Our legend pitcher is the only one with a positive WAR. All right, 9.4. And then on the batting side, 11.4. So 11.4 is the answer. Jeff the Jar again. Okay, this is interesting. You guys knew we had legend level players, but all the guesses for WAR were so low. Unless you thought like they weren't gonna be able to drive in enough batters because of the scrubs, but I'm surprised the guesses here are so low. Jeff the Jar, the only one guessing double digits, and then of course the closest. Batting average player who leads this team in batting average minimum 300 plate appearances. 359 by Alvarado. 359. We have a 333, 331, 365. That's only 12 away. Well, this is 20 away. So it is Giga Speed. Nice guess. And what's the regular season ERA? The player with the lowest ERA. Wow, we had an ambitious 1.73. We know the answer was 2.30, right? That was the league leading ERA of 2.30. So 2.30 is 54.54 away. That's the closest because this is 65 away. Yeah. Giga speed again, closest with the ERA too. Came in second, but nailing the numericals along with Jeff the Jar. And will be the highest OPS, minimum 300 plate appearances. 1157. That's gonna be Giga speed again. Just out clipping Claydog there. Wow, good guesses. All right, well, Giga Speed and Jeff the Jar nailing those numericals. They between the two of them, they got them all. Barry Basher first, Giga Speed second. Giga Speed really nailing those rate questions, the batting average, the ERA, and the OPS. I should add a whip question so we have two batting and two pitching questions there. Didn't even think about that. All right, well, I hope you all had fun. It was fun for me, but it was frustrating that five Hall of Fame level players cannot drag a team of scrubs over 42 wins. Now, part of the problem could be the positions I chose, so we'll test out again on Friday. I didn't have, I did offer some of our, um, I have a standing offer to Dr. Dynastic and uh, Nicolino for all the stuff he does for us in terms of giving out the packs. But I didn't have any takers this Friday. I'm sure the holidays made it a little tough, but we'll do a version of this where we'll add another legend and we'll put in a few more pictures. I Adding another legend has got to help, but if five can only get you to 42, I don't know what a sixth one is going to do. I mean, what do you think? Four in the rotation and two batters? If you go three in the rotation, conceivably you give yourself a chance to win 60% of your games. And then you have three batters helping you win those games. The problem is the bullpen's going to blow a ton of those. But when I think about three starters as 60% of your starts, then you're starting to get into, I think, the right approach. Because with one starter, you only have a real good chance of winning 20% of your games. And we end up winning 25% of our games. So I think that's kind of an interesting way to think about it. So it's either going to be three pitchers and three batters or four pitchers and two batters. I think having a fighting chance to win three games is enough, worth it investing three players in the batters. And then if that doesn't work, we'll go 4-2 Friday night after the afternoon stream. I do stream both in case anyone didn't know that. When I stream Friday afternoon, I also still stream Friday night, and I do have pack giveaways for both. So I hope you'll join us. All right, let's find someone fun to raid into. Let me put the title screen back up and hopefully keep my VODs in order. All right, let's see where we're going to raid into. Ophi's still on. Let's see how much more she has to go. She's not yet talking about where to raid into. So, yeah, Justin George, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for participating. Good job on those guesses. You really nailed the win total and the war. So good job on that. Sorry we couldn't get you some packs on that, but good guesses there. Everyone else was like me, too optimistic that they wouldn't finish last in the majors. All right. I have to find some other folks to rate too, so we're not rating Ophi all the time. There is a musician, Emmy Melodies, that I like to raid, but she only streams once or twice a week. And Sensei Martian finished his walk across Japan, so that was a real go-to for a while. But I might start looking around over the holidays for other streamers to raid too. And unfortunately, Baffle isn't streaming right now. He's a favorite. Um, Chugi has already went offline. I saw he was on earlier. But yeah, well, I'll see y'all in Ophies. I think I have a few drafts to do before I go to bed. But thanks again, everyone. Thanks for being here. And hopefully, I'll see you Friday afternoon and Friday night.
Why do you keep following me around? Look,